Okay, Wi-Fi is not on my site today. I don't know what's going on. This is the second attempt I have tried to hop on here. So we're just waiting for one of my teammates. She has totally been crushing it. She actually came in and hit the top rank on the seller side of the company in just a month in. And then in 2 months in, she replaced her income from both jobs and she's just totally crushing it. So sometimes I like to bring people on like herself who has something huge to share with everyone and some insight of how she's been doing this and what has gotten her to this place. And the really exciting part is she has not had to do it with any type of cold calling, any type of cold messaging, any type of three-way calls, parties. No, this is a breeze for her. Her son, she has twins. They're in sports. Hey Jen, how are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Can you hear me okay? Because my phone actually froze up 2 times. I had to disconnect from Wi-Fi.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay,
Okay,
great.
awesome. So everyone drop below. Where are you tuning in from? Comment live if you're catching the live, replay if you're catching the replay. So I was just talking about you and how successful you've been. And really, like I was saying, I like to bring on people like yourself who are that come in, are hungry, and just totally knock it out the park. And the cool thing is Jen, when you came in, you didn't know anything. I mean, you've been in the industry, I'll let you share that, but you really didn't know anything about the products other than you were going off of just faith alone and faith and trust and just the stories you had read. So I really want you to share what has been your journey and share a little bit about yourself because you quit not only one but two jobs, which is
Yeah.
huge, replace your income in 2 months. And at the beginning of this month, you put in your resignation and now you're doing this full time. So can you share a little more about yourself and what brought you to this place, in this industry?
Yeah, absolutely. So, I was actually with two other network marketing companies. I'd say about 5 to 6 years prior to me jumping aboard here. Um, the first one I was in was definitely a learning experience for me. I did learn a lot about the industry, but I wasn't really seeing the success that I was hungry for.
Right.
I wasn't I wasn't happy. My team wasn't happy. I was, I had a little bit of success there for a minute, but that was just short-lived. And then, I just wanted something more. So I decided that I actually found another product that I kind of fell in love with. I tried it and it was okay. It was it worked for me for a little bit, but it was just like temporary, like 5 pounds, 10 pounds.
Right.
And I did pretty well there. And same thing. I kind of lost my passion. I wasn't seeing the success that I wanted. I was putting work in nonstop. Like I swear I was working if I was awake, I was working my business. And it didn't seem like it was really paying off for me that well. So I lost my
Right.
passion for that. And I was actually just scrolling through Facebook and I actually saw you and I'm like, oh my gosh, she is so excited about something. Whatever it is she's doing, I need to do it because I want to feel the way she's feeling.
Right.
Um, and I mean, that was incredible. So I know I reached out to you and I was still kind of iffy about it.
Uh-huh.
So I put it off for like a week. I honestly didn't even look at it like real quick. And I'm like, oh, maybe I better not do this again. And I saw another video of yours and then I reached out and then yeah, I jumped aboard. And I am so excited that I did because I know the testimonies definitely caught my eyes with the products of what was going on. And I had a goal set in mind. I wanted to lose 25 or 30 pounds. And I figured, why not? I've tried everything else. So, you know,
Right.
jump aboard. Let's see how it goes. And it's been incredible.
Yes. It's been amazing to watch you grow. And, a few things that you said that I want to elaborate on and hear from you is, you said if you were awake, you were putting in work for those former companies, but you got to a point of burnout and just, like, why am I doing all of this for this in return? And I know when we first spoke, actually, one of your hesitations was, look, I don't know if I'm mentally prepared to go down this road again for
Right.
this to happen again. And I honestly was there too before joining this company. I was really burnt out, I thought, in the industry as a whole. So I was able to identify with that. And I just remember telling you, look, this is completely different. And thank God you did trust me. But what
Absolutely.
has been that pivotal moment here? What do you think is so different here, and why, you're seeing, what type of growth or success have you seen here opposed to, formerly, is what I'm, trying to get at.
Right. Well, it's definitely been a breath of fresh air. Whenever I came in, I wasn't sure what to expect. And it's totally different here. The thing that I love the most is I am not spamming people. That is
Yeah.
huge. And we were taught to do that before. I was
Yeah.
taught to do that in the past,
Right.
and that's definitely what held me back. Um, and now that we don't have to live like that, things are definitely different. Like attraction marketing is genius. So I
Yes.
mean, that's definitely the biggest thing, and just being able to share my own personal results with the products, and being able to share like my friends' results with the products, people can actually see that these products are working, instead of just like seeing a salesy ads post on Facebook, right?
Exactly. And we both know we've totally were recovering spammers, as we say. We both know what it's like, and to be hungry and to want to grow your business, and you're just doing what you're taught, and you really don't know what you don't know. And so we've learned a little bit more along the way. And I feel like what at each step in each company, we kind of learned a little more, and we kind of learned what we liked and what we disliked. And no company is perfect. I'm not going to say that. You're going to have highs, you're going to have lows, but this is dang close to perfect in what I was looking
Yeah.
for. And I know what we were looking for, because we're not having to take time away from our family or our children, or things that we enjoy and we genuinely love, because we're either glued to our phone or out late at night doing parties, or running to the post office constantly, mailing out inventory or samples. We literally do this all through a simple Facebook system. I mean, it's genius. And I know you were sharing that you love sharing your results on the products. And I know you've had really phenomenal results. To share more about what the products have done for you and your results thus far.
Yeah, absolutely. This is my favorite part because, I was really unhappy with myself before I started, and nothing was working. I've tried everything. And honestly, whenever I started the products, I was expecting them not to work for me. I guess it was just
Mhm.
from my experience in the past. Um, but I am so glad I gave him a chance because, as of today, I am down 33 pounds. Actually, I weigh in tonight, so we'll see what happens. I should have did it this morning, but I forgot. I'm down 33 pounds, and the system that I'm using is incredible. It's so easy to be consistent with it. Um, and my husband actually, he jumped aboard with me about a month and a half after I started. He started seeing, the results that I was having from the products. He's like, maybe I should do this. I'm like, maybe you should. And that's awesome because he's never wanted anything to do with anything I have done in the past. So he started and he is down 35 pounds. Of course, he started after me, but it's easier for men, I guess. Um,
I
and I just feel so much healthier. Like my hair is growing out of control, my nails, everything. My skin is looking so much better. It's not dry anymore. I just feel better. And my energy throughout the day is awesome, but it's like a good, clean, natural energy where I want to be up. I want to be doing
right,
things and I want to be productive. So
right.
I definitely can't say enough about that. I wish I would have measured. I didn't because, like I said, I was expecting it not to work for me. And a lot of people are like that, you
Yeah,
know? Um,
right.
but I'm
Me too.
down 4 pant sizes.
Yeah, that's awesome. I know. After this live, you'll have to drop your before and after in the comments.
Yeah, I
Or
definitely will.
actually comment me if you're wanting to see her results. Do that, and you can private message them or whatever. That'll be really cool. And then get with the person who invited you to this video. But it's so exciting to see, because I remember you were like mind blown, and then you and your husband were kind of competing and losing weight, weren't you guys? And then he like,
Yeah,
did you beat him or
yep.
he beat you? I think he beat you.
Yeah,
which
he
is
always
typical for
beats
me,
me. He was beating me
right?
like by 1 pound there for a while. There
Oh
was a
my
whole
goodness.
month he was 1 pound ahead, and then I thought I got ahead, and he jumped on the scale, and he's like, "No, I'm 2 pounds. I lost 2 more pounds." So I'm like, "Okay,"
Oh my
but
God.
we'll see
Total
today. It's kind of
perfect.
exciting,
Yeah, it's awesome. Friendly competition. Well,
right?
so I wanted to ask you too. Now, you have been in other industries and obviously had success, but what has been truly different here? What do you feel like is truly special and different? What really caught your eye about this one specifically? And what made you decide, okay, I'm going to give it one more try?
The biggest thing for me that caught my eye was that there is two sides of the comp plan. Um, I have never been huge on building a team. That's something that I've always struggled with. And
Mm-hmm.
I come to find out it's because I was doing it the wrong way. So really, whenever I heard, you can come in here and you can earn the income that you want or the income that you need just from customers, that right there was like, oh my gosh, I know that's something I'm good at. I know I can do that. And whenever I started learning how to build my team, that was just an added bonus. So I think
Yeah.
that that is huge for me, definitely.
Yeah, and you blew it out the park. I mean, so you came in, and then within 48 hours, you had gotten your investment for your product back in your pocket, because that's another incentive and thing that we get to look forward to once you reach your quota in sales, which is totally doable. You start getting daily pay. And what was it, your first month in, you hit the highest rank on the seller side, and then you actually went above and beyond that. You, I think, did like 11,000. Is
It
that
was close
correct?
to 13
And
at that
oh,
end of that month. It was
13.
close to 13,000.
Yeah, and that's just her personal customers that she enrolled. And you were making, like, we can't do income claims, but 2 months in, you replaced both of your full-time job income by really building with just signing up and enrolling customers. I mean,
Right.
that's
Yeah,
a really, really, really good.
I replaced that job income by quite a bit. So it went above and
Yeah,
beyond what I was making working, working my butt off every day, having to get up and go in and do all that. So, that was incredible, and that definitely keeps me pushing every single day because I know the possibilities here. I've
right.
seen them already and I'm experiencing it every day. It is so
Yes.
incredible.
Yes, it is. I'm so excited for you. Now, you have twins and they're in sports, baseball and football. So you're always at practice. Now, thank God you work from home so you can take control of your time more, obviously. But what does a day look like for you? Like with working, just activities, how do you fit this in? You're also still able to live a life. I mean, you got something really exciting yesterday, weren't even planning to get it. So just share, what does a day look like for you, and share that exciting news with us.
So like a regular day for me is, I just get up, I'm able to clean my house, get things done, run around, do chores, and work my business into the cracks of my days. So for me, what I've been doing is whenever I wake up, I have a goal set. You know what I mean? I have a list of things that I do. So I know that I'm starting my day off right. I always watch a motivational video or do some personal development, which I think that has been huge for me because that's something
Yes.
I've never done before. And I'm believing in myself a little bit more every single day. And it's all because of that personal development. But really, I mean, but the kids are going back to school here in like 3 days. So I don't know what my day is going to look like then. But like I hang out with my kids now. We hang out at the pool. We get some stuff done around the house, all while I'm working my business because I do it right from my phone. So it doesn't matter where I'm at. Um,
Right.
Sitting on the sidelines at football practice or sitting on the sidelines at baseball, I'm able to work my business and just answer questions as they come in. So, that says so much. And another thing is that I don't have to post 24 hours a day and I don't have to reach out and bother people. So that's definitely been huge. And that has given me so much time freedom from what I was used to doing that like sometimes I'm just like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do with my time now. So the real cool thing that I wanted to share with you guys, um, that I think it's so awesome, this business, with the daily pay and everything like that. I was able to do something super spontaneous yesterday. I woke up yesterday morning with no intentions, with absolutely no intentions of getting a puppy. And it happened last night. So my son Sean, well, Josh too, but Sean for like 5 years now, he's like, I want a German Shepherd puppy. I'm like, no, we're not going to do that now. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Because like they're not cheap.
right.
So, and it's a lot of responsibility. So I thought it over. I actually saw something yesterday on Facebook. I'm like, you know what? Now's the time. So how cool is it that I didn't even have to worry about it? I just was able to go with the money that I received from my daily pay and buy my son his dream dog. So that's
That's
awesome that
fun.
there's no worries really anymore. If I need to go run to the grocery store and grab something, I just pull out my card knowing, that there's always something on there, and it's going to make it possible for me to do some extra things, or take my
Right.
kids and do something fun out of the blue. So that's definitely a plus to this
Yeah.
business.
That's awesome. And that alone is a blessing. Like something you said is like so amazing to not have to stress about where the money's going to come from, or that alone is just can be such a huge stress factor. I mean, and not to have to think twice about it and to be able to, I mean, they've been asking you for 5 or 6 years, and now you were finally able to do that in just what, 4 months in with this company, and you were able to do something spontaneous like that. So that's really, really exciting. I'm happy for you. And another thing I wanted to ask a second ago, and my mind just totally went blank, but um, I know there's people watching this, and I know there's people who have probably given up on the industry, or maybe they're afraid of the industry for whatever reason and they've never even embarked on it. But what would you say to those individuals, people that are just like you and I, ordinary people that want to make a difference and an impact in their household and their family, but for whatever reason they are not taking the plunge? What would you say?
I'm sorry, you're cutting out a little bit there towards the end.
Oh, I was asking, what would you say to the individual who's maybe on the fence? Could you hear me?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah, if you're on the fence,
Okay.
maybe you've been in the industry before. Maybe maybe you're burnout where you're at, you know what I mean? Or anything like that. This seriously,
Right.
like I said at the beginning, is such a breath of fresh air, because it's totally different here. And I can't say enough about our leadership. I can't say enough about the training. You do everything when you want. So the training's right there. You can
Yeah.
access it on your cell phone at any time. And if you're on the fence and waiting, seriously, my biggest question is, what are you waiting for? Because this has changed my life, and it has changed so many other lives, that like people that are new, people that are a month in, they're hitting their income goals, and getting that phone call whenever they call you and they can't believe that they hit their income goal or surpass their income goal their first month in is such an incredible feeling. And seriously, that is what it's all about. I love helping people, believe in themselves again or dream again, just like you did for me. It's the best feeling ever.
Yes, it is. And then what I love too is, you're not in this alone. When you come in, whether you have experience or you don't have experience, you are automatically, we put you in our team chats, our group chats, and people from all walks of lives are there to help grab you by the hand and show you the way, and to bounce ideas off of each other and to show each other support and encouragement. It's just a really awesome experience. And I know for me, when I was looking into and considering another company, a huge, huge thing for me was I needed team culture. I feel like somewhere along the way in my former company, we had lost that. And as hard as I had tried to like regain it, it was still, there seemed to me like there was some kind of void or gap. And to me, that was one of the big reasons, honestly, why I even embarked into this industry, is because I at the time was a stay-at-home mom. When I first started, my son was 5 weeks old. I had postpartum depression. I was in a bad spot mentally and just feeling isolated and alone. And this industry saved my life. This industry, as cliche as it sounds, it got me back in the game and thinking right. And even though people like you're in Pittsburgh, you know, we have
Right.
teammates in Arkansas and Colorado and California, everywhere across the globe, but you still are a part of that community. And when we get together, like we're going to get together in Texas in October, you feel like, even if you've never actually seen the individual before in flesh, you feel like you know them, you know, and it's just incredible to be surrounding yourselves with like minded people because, you know, the 5 people you hang around are who you're going to become. And we have been able to surround ourselves with like minded individuals who bring the best out in us. And that's one of the things that I really love and always will love about this industry is we're constantly growing, shaping, and molding. Like you said, you are now doing self-development, and that's
Right.
something you used to not do. So every single day you're bettering yourself, you're growing your confidence a little bit more, and I love that because that's what it's about. um, but Jen, I'm just so proud of you. I'm so glad that you trusted me. I remember when the last attempt I was like, okay, this girl's gonna crush it. I have got to figure out how to get her on and on board because I know she'll view this company so much different. And I remember I was like, I know she's working, but I'm just going to ask her because it's going to be a lead in for a conversation. So I was like, hey, aren't you working now? Because I was just trying to spark up any conversation I could just to like
Right.
hoping we would get back to this point. And then you're like, I'm still thinking about it, but I'm honestly just, I don't think I'm mentally prepared for it. And I was like, it is
Right.
so different. And it was, I mean, your first day, you're like, oh my God, you were just excited. And you were like, I have my passion back and I'm excited again. And that was amazing to see. And every single day you show up, you're crushing it. I'm so excited for you. Your first goal was just to have money to pay your credit cards. You paid
Right.
them off, right?
Yeah,
Didn't
in
you
my
pay them
first
off?
week,
Yeah.
I
And
paid one off. So
then that happened, and then it was just completely uphill from there and just crushing it all the way. But so proud of you, so thankful for you. Can't wait to see you in October. And do you have any last words for anyone about anything?
I mean, no, other than if this is something you're thinking about, I mean, take the chance because I thought about it and, if I would have started a week earlier or 2 weeks earlier, I'd be a little bit further along right now. I mean, it's a win-win
Yeah.
situation. You come in, you're going to use the products. You'll see success with the products anyways. So, even if you're somebody who's already using them, why not just jump aboard and join us because it's actually I am not negative anymore. I used to be like one of the most negative people in the world, and every day is so much more positive for me, and
Yeah.
it totally changed my mindset.
Yes.
So
Now
but
you wake up and you look forward to what you do, right?
absolutely.
And that's another thing I want to throw out there. Before, this is a job and you have to treat it like a business for you to pay, for it to pay you like a business, but at the same time it's something that we're passionate about and we love doing because it's impacting people and it's just an exciting journey. But I think we can both say that before we just found ourselves feeling like we had to like force motivation out of ourselves. And
Hmm.
I can honestly say it has not been like that here. Every single, like you say, you wake up and you're positive now. You have something to look forward to. You know, people want to see reward for their efforts. And I think we can definitely both attest to that. We're both seeing an abundance of a reward for our efforts. So,
Absolutely.
well, thank you, Jen. I loved interviewing you. I'm so excited for you. I know that this is just the beginning. I mean, just 4 months in, and you've already achieved all of this. You've already hit the top on the seller side. You are not far at all from hitting the top on the team building side. So I know it. Your team is just crushing it. You're growing even more this month than where you were last month. So every single month there's more and more growth, which is awesome and exciting to see because in a lot of cases this is a slow time of year with kids going back in school and summertime and all of that, but it has been really phenomenal to watch you crush it. But anyways, thanks guys for hopping on. If you're interested, get with the person who shared this video or whoever you saw it. Comment me below if you want to see Jen's results and then get with the person that first exposed you to this. And if you are open to it, we would love to share more information. We're not going to spam you and we're not going to bother you, and we'll still be friends at the end of the day if it's not for you.
Right.
Thank you, Jen.
Thank you, Ashley. It's been fun.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.